G'day, in this episode of the TRD channel, Project Celica, this is part 11. We're going to do an unboxing, review and installation video about this multimedia stereo GPS head unit, which I bought on eBay from an Australian seller, so it didn't take too long to arrive. It was $239 including shipping, or $229 not including shipping. Alright, so let's unbox it first and have a look. I've already had a look, but as I said before, this is the second one of this particular model I bought one for my Yaris 2. Well, thank you for eBay card, warranty card, okay, a plastic fascia for it, which I might use, the user manual, ooh yes, so, as you can see, there you go, and as you can see it's got like a Windows 8 or Windows Metro interface style. It does everything. It's got a TV input, but you have to plug in a separate TV tuner. Because anyway, we only have digital TV in Australia at the moment, so I think if it had analog, that doesn't work anymore anyway. Installation instruction booklet. One piece of paper on them. Okay, so this first set of cables, what we've got here is well, there's a cable for steering wheel control, there's a USB extension cord, and the ISO plug. There's some strange custom wiring on my Celica, so I won't be able to entirely use that. Might have to splice into some of the speaker wires to make it connected up. I'm not sure, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, anyway, dodgy wiring on my car, so I won't be able to just use normal ISO, it won't be plug and play like normal. I'm going to have to wire it up manually, which is a pain in the ass. Anyway, GPS antenna. Normally you could just ISO plug that and not have to worry, and it would only take 2 seconds to connect it up, by the way. So yeah, GPS antenna device, you have to put that on your dash somewhere and stick it down somewhere where it can see the satellites, or it can get through the window glass. Alright, so here's the head unit. It's a double DIN touch screen. This is a bit difficult with one hand. Alright, nothing else in there, just some silica. Alright. Here we go. Getting it out of its plastic. Okay. Alright, so here we go. This is what it looks like. There's the power on. It's got a little piece of plastic covering the screen so you don't get that scratched. Oh, things that hang off my camera are always going in shot. It's really annoying. I have to hold them in one of my hands. Okay. So, you know, no, I paid a little bit extra. I could have got it cheaper from China. I paid a bit extra for this one to come with a USB stick. I mean a micro SD card, 8 gigabytes, HD, SDHC. Anyway, that's got the GPS map loaded for Australia on it, and the GPS software. If you don't have that, it won't do GPS. It clicks in there. And there's another micro SD slot there, which, as you can see, says multimedia, so you can load like a 32 or 16 or whatever gigabyte memory card into there, and use all that. And it also comes with a USB plug at the front, and there's 2 USB plugs at the back, so you could use 2 extension cords and have 3 USB devices that offer to go in at once. Now this is replacing the Pioneer head unit that I had. Some people might think I'm crazy for swapping from Pioneer to a generic brand, but actually I've tested both and this works better, because as I said, I've tried this before. And there's no sound quality difference, there's no amplifier difference. They're probably all made in the same factory somewhere, in Taiwan or whatever. Power button, home button, back button, eject CD, navigate GPS button, radio band button. So yeah, through those buttons it's very easy to operate and switch between tasks and multitasks. You can play videos on it, and while at the same time, or music, and while at the same time be doing your GPS, and it will turn the volume of your audio down for your your media file, while it gives you GPS instructions or directions. Does things like warn you, if you're speeding, tells you what the speed limit is and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it plays DVDs as well, it's DivX and things, and video files off the memory stick or USB stick. Oops. Yeah, so you've got to unscrew these two things here at the top before you install it to make it work for the CD. So it's got some cool Japanese writing there or something. Just unscrewing that with my hand. So we can take a look there. It's got a little guide on how to connect it and what the plugs do. Let's have a look at it at the back. Okay, so at the back here we've got your standard antenna plug plus your RCA plug. They're special ones for accessories like steering wheel control, USB, and the standard ISO connection, and the GPS thing there. And there's two holes for TV, but there's nothing there because the TV function's obviously being removed. Since analog TV doesn't work anymore, when they first started making these, they had analog TV, I believe. This is what it looks like from the side. So yeah, double DIN, I can't remember what it said, 6 point something, 4 inch or something like that, I don't know. It's almost 7 inch screen, but it's good to have some nice usable buttons on the side there. Alright, in the next part of the video I'll be installing it and talking about the wiring and hopefully, and then demonstrating that it works, I guess, but I won't be able to play any actual music on it because that would all be copyrighted and then get me a copyright strike on YouTube, so I can only sort of tell you that it works. I'm not a musician like Moog from Mighty Car Mods, I can't play my own music on it. But yeah, I'll just show you that the radio works and have the sound turned down and from stuff like that. But I will be testing that the audio works. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish getting it installed today. I've only got 3 hours of daylight left before it's dark. Anyway, yep. Alright, so here I am in the car. I'm about to take this fashion thing off. As you can see, my wiring is all dodgy, brothers. And I've got to figure out a way to sort of secure it in there. I'm going to probably chop up some bits of this foam packaging that came in the box for the stereo so that I can sort of make it stay in there nice and securely so the CDs don't skip. Something along those lines, but yeah, I don't think I can really screw it in. The last one wasn't screwed in either, but it did have something they'd made which I sort of gave away with the last stereo. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, I've wired up the power and the accessory, but not the speakers yet. I had to chop the ISO plug just because of the fact that all these speakers are actually these wires, are these ones here. Alright, and I've got to refigure out what's left and right and stuff. 2 of them are too short. Great, that's just great. So yeah, those are the speaker wires, because the original wiring's not intact because it used to have the silly auto salons, Pioneer, double amps, all the small speakers were going through that. I can't believe those wires are too short. It's going to make it a bit painful to reconnect. Can I make it pull out a bit longer? I don't know, it's cable tied anyway. Oh yeah, it looks like I can pull that one out. Anyway, I'll work on that. Alright, we've got success as far as the power is going. There you go. As you can see, I'm playing a CD right now, but I haven't hooked up the speakers yet. As you can see, those are the 4 speaker lines coming out the back. I've sort of prepped them, and I've prepped all the cables for the speakers, and I've got a little guide on my phone for what colour is what. So basically, white is left front, green is left rear, grey is right front, and violet, blue, purple kind of really, is right rear. So I just have to, since these are not color coded, and I hooked them up myself and I didn't bother to write, I didn't hook them up myself, but I ran the wires myself. Yeah, I didn't write what was what. Obviously I can tell what's left and front because they're coming from the left hand side and the right side of the car. So all I've got to do is hook up front and rear correctly, and that even doesn't matter too much, does it really? But I'll just make sure I do that. But I can't record it while I'm doing that. So the next thing you'll see is probably it being all hooked up, and I've just got to figure out how to get it in there when, look, someone's chopped some stuff off my car. What the hell? Oh my god. And there's no brackets or nothing. There's like, this didn't even come with an assembly. So as I said, I'm just going to have to jam it all in there with some foam. Dodgy brothers. Alright, it's all connected up and it sounds awesome, but I can't play it for you because of copyright laws on YouTube. But yeah, I was just popping along, all the speakers are connected to the right channels and I've taped them all up. And I know it looks dodgy as hell, and drop a comment about how dodgy you think it looks and how I should have used the ISO cable, but then realised that the previous owner had like basically chopped all the original speakers off the original wiring harness for the whole car, and these wires go directly to all the speakers, which are all aftermarket and not original speakers. Understand? Comprende? Me capitan? Okie dokie. Yay. Now next video will be of me putting it back together, or finishing putting it back together, I should say. Alright, I've done the install. I know it still looks dodgy, but that's because this whole plastic stereo surround thing is dodgy, and if I took that off it would look 10 times worse. Yeah, I've put padding on either side of all the stereo so it's in there pretty firmly now. It doesn't move around when you touch it. See, it's solid. Alright, so it's stuck in there. This is all clipped in. Tried to tidy that up a little bit from how it was before because I went overboard with the carbon fibre wrap, but yeah, I reapplied some of it and there's a bit of a gap over there. Maybe I can try to fix that up later, but that's just cosmetic and who really cares. And yeah, it doesn't look, it's a bit shabby up here. I don't know what to do. Doesn't really matter as long as you can access it. It's kind of good the way it's stuck in there. No one's going to know how to pull it out. And yeah, you know, I can't wait to put my climate control thing in here, make it UK spec, if I can ever figure out how to do that, but maybe this car's beyond that, who knows. Anyway, so that's it for this project. I give this stereo a 9.975 out of 10. The only thing that wasn't perfect about it was the fact that it didn't come with brackets to help installing it, but yeah, I just used foam and stuff. Oh well, hopefully it doesn't overheat. GPS works, I'll show you that. I'll show you that thing. I don't want to show you my address. Right, so I've got GPS, tells me the speed, GPS time, altitude, speed, local speed limit and things like that. I can still open these little USB plugs and stuff. I've plugged in the GPS receiver is just laying there on the ground. I haven't even put it up properly. I haven't really finished doing this yet. I'm going to have to finish the rest of it tomorrow. To be honest, it's getting a bit late. I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. I need a break. I need a cigarette. Dirty habit, I know. Anyway, it's looking better. It's definitely looking better. So now I don't have to have a GPS unit up here on the thing, so that's really cool. And I've got my little dash cam I can plug in if I want to record all the dodgy road rage people. Recording dodgy road rage people. And also make sure I follow the law because it's all on camera. Anyway, yeah, I might cruise around. I need to get the defrosters going. Windows are fogged up. Yeah, I might go for a little cruise, test ride my new car with its, new rear bumper and new stereo installed and stuff. It's going to be mad. It's going to be so sick. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've just got to go get the micro SD card that I've copied some music to, so I don't have to play everything off CD, because CDs might skip, although I've done my best to try to pad that from happening. Yes, and I'm running the engine if you're wondering, so the battery doesn't run flat. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. Maybe I'll show you how the rest is done later. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye. Okay, one more part. I've cable tied the USB thing and I put it under there. And it's going, not the USB, the GPS antenna. It's going up along there, in through there. I didn't want to completely pull apart the dash just to do it, sort of tucked it away in there. And then it's got some blue tack to hold it there. So that's secure enough that it won't fly around when I'm driving, hopefully. And if that doesn't work, I might have to put some double-sided tape to hold it there. Maybe a double-sided tape would have been a better idea. Whoops, just thought of that. I do have some somewhere. Oh well. Anyway, next I need to put the microphone and the these two things somewhere useful. Microphone and USB plug. I'll show you how I've done that once. Alright, so I've done that part, put that back together. I've threaded the USB cable underneath here, and it's just popping out here so people can connect their phones. I can connect my phone, or passenger. It's on my side though. Didn't really want to have to put it through that anywhere somewhere. I didn't want to drill any holes or anything. I thought about putting it through here, which it could have gone through, but then when you put your handbrake down, it would have been in the way, although it could have gone through that bit there, but I reckon that's fine, because I can just tuck it away and no one sees it. And I know it's there for extra USB, but you know, it's hardly needed since this has a USB plug there too, which I'll probably use most of the time. Alright, so the microphone is being threaded underneath there, goes up from here, up there, and under this bit of rubber, along underneath this rubber here, and pops out right there. So if I need to use the speakerphone, that's in a nice convenient spot, which is quite close to where my mouth talks when I'm driving the car. So hands free, don't get in trouble for using your mobile phone if you use that feature. Alright, so that'll wrap it up. This GPS stereo head unit is just awesome, I love it. And I'm very happy with my purchase. I gave them 5 stars on eBay. If you're after a aftermarket cheap GPS stereo DVD USB player, this is the one to get. Look for one that looks like that. I'm sure you'll be happy with it, as I am. Yeah, I'm thinking I should fix the plastic up around here, but it's another project for another day. Alright, thanks for watching this video from the PRD Enthusiast channel. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and all that jazz. Till next time. Yeah. See ya.